Hey, what's up, family? This is your girl, Dr. Tawana Worlds, and I'm just going to get straight to it today, okay? I know, if I don't know nothing else, that we are not going to continue to sit by idly and allow these people to do whatever the hell they want to us, you know, how they've been doing it to us and what they plan on doing to us. I know, if I don't know nothing else, that that is not the case. I know that we are not that generation that's going to continue to allow for our children and children's children to be forever eradicated and eliminated and at the bottom of the totem pole for the rest of their lives. Hell no. And that is the reason why I'm here. Even though I said I wasn't coming back by here, I had to come back by here for this. Everybody under the sound of my voice need to see this and act now. Everybody that watches this video need to see this and act now. Now, if you choose to sit on the sidelines of life and just go along with the flow and that's better for you, then, you know, hey, my hat's off to you. But if you know that you need to do something now and you have been sleeping and you have been slumbering, then guess what? You need to see this. Now, they ain't even ashamed to start telling people what they finna do. Prepare for a multipolar currency world. The U.S. dollar still dominates, trying to throw in that calm. But whose eye do you see there, on the United States dollar bill? Whose eye is that? Whose symbolism is that? Hold on. We're going somewhere. Hold on to your wallets. A new world currency could be in the making, courtesy of BRICS nation. And oh, let me mention that flag that you seen in that eye. Xi Jinping said he is preparing China for war. Oh, really? And how about this? The Great Reset. JP Morgan Chase has announced plans to pilot a new payment technology that would allow customers to pay with their palm or their face instead of a traditional credit or debit card. Say what? Well, this is what BRICS is. A collaboration of 100+ nations in agreement to simultaneously sell off their U.S. Treasury holdings, sending them back to the United States to collapse the U.S. dollar. It's going to be catastrophic, family. So this is what's happening.
This week that Russia will begin using the Chinese yuan for international payments instead of the dollar. Saudi Arabia is also in talks with Beijing to do the same thing. Speaking of Saudi Arabia, meanwhile, they're in talks with Iran as well to consider an economic alliance with China and Russia. And they can even be joining the BRIC countries, which is an acronym for these countries here: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. These countries all have emerging economies. So what happens if our economy and the U.S. dollar are no longer the world's dominant currency?
It's really hard to overstate exactly how catastrophic the abandonment of the U.S. dollar would be as the world's global reserve currency. Look, since the end of World War II, the dollar has been the safe place to go, and it's been backed up by a couple of things. It originally was backed up by gold, but President Nixon took us off the gold standard, so there's no hard asset backing up the dollar. And the fact that oil has always been traded in dollars. If that were to end, that would mean the end of the U.S. dollar. Look, there's a perfect storm happening right now, Will. The world's reserve currency, being that, having that status, has been a real privilege, but we've abused the privilege by wholly reckless monetary and fiscal policies over many years. So it happened, there would be a complete implosion of the global economic system, but certainly the American economic system. And if that were to happen, you'd be looking at sky-high inflation, just raging Weimar Republic kind of inflation. If you think inflation is bad now, just wait.
So we're going to read what the Kenya president said over there when they met, right? For the people who work numbers, I am giving you free advice that those of you who are holding dollars, you surely might go into losses. You better do what you must do, because this market is going to be different in a couple of weeks. Have a listen for yourself.
People who work numbers, I am giving you free advice that those of you who are holding dollars, you surely might go into losses. You better do what you must do, because this market is going to be different in a couple of weeks.
They're telling us everywhere.
We are in some crazy times. Let's get to this story now. Next week, everything changes for the U.S. dollar next week. The Federal Reserve is about to completely alter how you use money in the United States. Why is no one covering this story? They're focused on Donald Trump, literally ignoring one of the biggest stories in America right now. We're going to get to that part of the story in a moment, how the monetary policy will shift, the monetary system will shift in the United States. But first, something odd is happening in the United States and to the U.S. dollar that's in your pocket right now. It's quickly becoming worthless. And not just in terms of inflation and buying power, but try to pay for something with United States paper currency in your pocket, and you will now be met with resistance.
I need y'all to go look up Fed Now, because this service is going to be launched in July. It is a digital currency service from the Federal Reserve. They are pushing this rapidly. And that's why they all now telling us, look, we're in trouble. Look, get your money out. This is why the urgency now, because it's already here. And let's not forget these.
They're building 15-minute cities already. This one called E-Town in Jacksonville, Florida. It's, of course, about sustainability, just in case you were unclear whether this is an Agenda 2030 item. And it'll, of course, be sold under the guise of convenience and technology. But what a smart city is really about is containment, and they acknowledge this in their own writings. The goal is to restrict mobility, and that falls in line with Agenda 2030 as well, as they're hoping to eradicate vehicles entirely because human mobility is a threat to them, which is why I find it funny that they hint at the truth there, saying that they're going to make it easy for you to never leave. Yeah, that's because...
So family, that's why it is time to move. In a matter of days, in a matter of weeks, in a matter of months, who knows? You can wake up literally and whatever you trying to save, hold on to, whatever you trying to use this money to buy and to pay bills and all of the stuff that really ain't gonna matter in a minute. Listen, you need to take that cash, which is trash now, and turn it into hard assets. You need to take that and you need to have gold and you need to have silver. Hold on, wait a minute, because y'all thought I was crazy coming by here saying get to Texas and the land opportunities. Let me show you why. Check out what Texas is doing.
And Texas has now introduced legislation in the House and the Senate that could make gold or silver legal tender. Senator, welcome. How are you, sir?
Good, having a great day. Thanks for having me on.
You bet. Okay, so tell me where this bill is, what it exactly does, and why it's important.
Several years ago, Texas established its own gold bullion depository.
Right.
The state of Texas taxpayers, own a lot of gold investments, and we were concerned it was being stored in New York and other places. And so we wanted our own bullion depository. Along with that, we wanted to have the option of trading in gold and silver. And so we've had the bullion depository established for several years. And now, Senate Bill 2334 that I filed, and there's a companion in the House by Representative Rezio, will allow Texas to establish a gold-backed digital currency.
And it's everywhere. As dollar collapses, Texas get ready to print its own currency. Why did the Most High say get to Texas? This is why. It doesn't matter if we don't want to get up. It doesn't matter. We got to get to the place. We got to be obedient, and we got to get to the place to where we will be preserved. And that is why I came by here with the land opportunities, not to make money off of you. I don't have to make money off of you. And I'm going to show you that in a minute as well, to actually get enough resources to be able to buy more and more land so that we could have our own in a place that allows us to have homesteads, in a place that is not with this whole federal beast, whatever they got going on, family. So I'm going to say it again. There's a couple of spots left. That's why I'm here. If you need to get in, want to get in, the time to get in is now. absolutely now, so that you and your family, you take your money from the IRA, from the insurance, from the 401k, use their credit cards. I don't care. It ain't going to be worth anything anyway. Stop trying to hold on to it. Turn it into liquid assets. Turn it into hard assets. Land, gold, and silver has always been around from the beginning and will continue to do so. Family, take that cash and turn it into hard assets. Something that will preserve you for later. Stop worrying about what this cash can buy and whether we're going back to normal. We're not. This money ain't worth nothing. It's only meant for you to keep feeding the beast. All you get, go back to them. And you got nothing left. That's the name of the Hunger Game. No, the time to stand up is now. The time to get moving is now. The time to do something is now. It is not the time to be afraid. It is not the time to be doubtful. It is not the time to say I can't do it, to make up excuses, to say this is what they did to us. We can change the narrative. We got too much stuff going for us. Real talk right now. But let me show y'all the land. If you don't want to get in on the land investments, start at least investing. Hey, can I invest? Can I talk to you about investing into, tract homes or mobile homes where I can do something to get my money? Because you will be able to trade here in Texas with gold and silver. It will be digital, meaning a MasterCard, so you can make transactions in the value that gold is, not the dollar. That's why y'all need to get here. Or invest into something that is here. Period. We got land. And this ain't to show off. We got it. If you need it, we got it. And we got lots of it. Okay? This is an opportunity for the community to come together so that we can protect one another, so that we can be there for one another, build with one another, preserve with one another. This is bigger than a dollar bill. This is bigger than how we feel. It's bigger than our emotions and what we want to do. It's here and it's yours for the taking if you take it. But when the opportunity is gone, it's gone. Look, I have even put together a course where I will help 20 people learn how to buy dirt and turn it into dollars. Buy dirt and build in it. If you ain't going to come live on it, at least utilize it so that in a state that is going to be very profitable to you. And it's good and plentiful here in Dallas, Texas. Houston, it's good and plentiful, family. So I put together a course for 20 people that want to take me up on that offer. All the links that I got to offer y'all will be down below. Period, point blank. If you got to call me to ask questions or whatever the case may be, then call me. But if you know that I have been coming by here religiously, okay, speaking to you, and you know exactly what I offer and you ready to go, then let's go. I'm going to leave y'all alone after this. But let me show you, I'm not coming here to make money off you. I have $1 million machines in place. If you don't want to buy land, then get into something, invest into something that's going to make you some rat now money so you can get it in a haste at an accelerated rate and then turn it into cattle, oxen, gold, silver, land. Hold on, let me show y'all. I'm going to go ahead and log in right here with y'all on here. Boom. This is $1 million machine. Okay? This is 2 days. And this ain't to flex on you. It's to show you that this is very possible. Okay? That's in 2 days. What job is paying that? While they making us trade time for money, what job is paying that? I can take that, go buy me some dirt. Boom. Take that, go invest in gold and silver. Boom. It's a done deal. What job is showing you that? This happens in my sleep. Okay? This happens in my sleep. So family, look. Everything that I got below is going to be down below and it's available to you right now. You ain't got to call and say if it's available. If the link don't work, it's available. The transportation deal where we actually bring you in and show you how to build out your transportation. That gives you right now fast cash outside of the machines. That is another aspect to get into the government contracting. That gives you fast injection of cash right away. Let's go, family. And I'm going to say this before I go. For those that are the Most High's children, we're all his creation, but we're not all his children. Dallas, Texas, the prophetic birthing chamber for what's getting ready to happen after this high season called Passover. If you are not marked, you in trouble. That's all I'm going to say. I don't care if you got to fly. Get here. I'm out, y'all.